it's just gone. It's only temporary. It looked it was. I've been plagued with technical gremlins here over the last weeks, but I do believe I'm working through them. So let's have a test of that. If you can see my face and hear my voice, I'm going to ask you to leave a comment. Just let me know that you can see this and where you're viewing this from. I'm doing an impromptu vintage snowmobile podcast just to do some updates and to say hello. Hope everyone is having a wonderful summer. I'm enjoying my summertime. I do miss doing the vintage snowmobile podcast, but it's also nice to have a break from it. We had a wonderful season over the 2021 2022 vintage snowmobile podcast season. It was a wonderful time. We had a lot of nice guests come on, a lot of viewers making comments and engaging. Went to some vintage snowmobile shows, did some live coverage, and get a lot of great footage that was sent to us. Just all in all, a wonderful season for the Vintage Snowmobile podcast. Now, today is June the 1st, 2022. It's about 2:38 p.m. Eastern Time, just so that you know I'm going live. I'm here with a couple of announcements. Announcement number one, of course, if you are in the Northeast, I would like to invite you to join us at the Vintage Snowmobile Club of America National Snowmobile Show, the last weekend in June, the 24th, the 25th, and the 26th. This is going to be in Old Forge, New York. It's going to be an incredible event, and I hope that you'll join us there. Pardon me, I'm struggling with an allergy thing. But yes, I'm planning to be there, and I'm planning to go live, assuming that I can get a good signal with my cell phone. Planning to go live from there with as often as I can during that event. If I can't get a good signal, I'll just take some footage and upload it later. And I am curious. No one is making any comments. How's my audio? Can everyone hear me okay? I'm going to check here and make sure my mic is set up correctly. I believe that it is. If someone viewing this could make a quick comment, let me know that you can hear me okay. I assume that you can see me okay. I can see myself, so I'm assuming that you can as well. But please make a comment. Let me know whether or not you can hear my voice, so I know that you're not just looking at a mouth that's moving and nothing is coming out of it. Because I want to tell you about some more about this snowmobile event coming up, as well as the Muscle Car podcast that I do over the summer months. Here we go. We've got a comment coming in. Okay, so Jeff Jones says he's going to be out there representing the Leaf Spring Outlaws with a race sled. I'm looking forward to meeting you there, Jeff. I know I'm good friends with Scott Warner. He's been on the podcast to talk up the Leaf Spring Outlaws and all of the events that they do. Hopefully, he will be there as well. And yeah, please keep an eye out for me, Jeff. I'll be the guy walking around with a camera doing some video. I would love to catch up with you. And if you're comfortable being on camera, Jeff, I'd love to have you talk up the Leaf Spring Outlaws and everything they do. It's a great opportunity for a shameless plug. Hopefully, we'll run into each other and we can make that happen. So yes, as I said, the last weekend in June, Old Forge, New York, they're going to have a very large, very fun, and very incredible vintage snowmobile show. I hope that you will join us. I'm planning to be there and getting some footage. If you're not from that part of the country, or if it's too far of a drive, keep an eye wherever you're viewing me now. Keep an eye on that, because I'm hoping to go live from there. If I can get a good signal with my cell phone, I'm hoping to go live very frequently throughout that weekend. So do keep an eye out for that. And if for some reason I can't get a good cell phone signal, I'll just gather some footage, put it into a presentation to upload to the podcast later. So yeah, I was talking also about during the summer months when I'm not doing the Vintage Snowmobile podcast. During that time, I do reruns through the summer months of the podcasts that have aired through the previous season. But during the summer months, I do a muscle car podcast. In fact, going to be going live tonight. And I have to thank so many of my Vintage Snowmobile podcast viewers for migrating over to the muscle car podcast with me. They show up and they make comments in the comment section. And Art Fosler sent some footage of his 71 or 72 Chevelle that we aired last week on the podcast. And Art is a regular viewer of the Vintage Snowmobile podcast, and he's joining us now for the Muscle Car podcast. I would like to encourage you to do the same. If you'd like to join us for the Muscle Car Podcast, there is a link in the description. Click that link at 9 p.m. tonight, and you will be on the podcast to view it live. And if for some reason you're not able to do it at 9, or if you're viewing this after the podcast is aired, no problem at all. Just click the link, and you'll be able to view the recording of it after the fact. And I hope that you will consider joining us each and every week for the Muscle Car Podcast. We go live every Wednesday evening at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. It's a whole lot of fun. Very similar to the Vintage Snowmobile Podcast in that we have people sending us footage. I've got footage of my own that I've taken at not Vintage Snowmobile, in muscle car shows. And we have guests come on, and we interact with the viewers. It's a really fun time. If you enjoy the Vintage Snowmobile Podcast, it's a very similar experience. It just happens to be about muscle cars. So if you enjoy muscle cars as well as vintage snowmobiles, as many of us do, this could be a fun time for you. And I hope that you will consider joining us for the Muscle Car Show and Tell podcast. We're going live tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. There is also a link in the description if you'd like to view previous episodes of the Muscle Car Podcast, so you can see what we've been up to and the kind of stumbling and bumbling around that we've done on the first couple of episodes as we kind of feel the thing out and get up to speed with it. Pretty much all I have for you. I thank you so much for joining us today. Looking forward to catching up with you next October when we start going live again with the Vintage Snowmobile Podcast. And if you're so inclined, if you enjoy muscle cars, I hope that you'll enjoy us, that you'll join us through the summer every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time for the Muscle Car Podcast. We go live every Wednesday night, going live tonight, and I hope that you will join us. So that's pretty much all that I have for you. Going to leave you now with a quick word from Amsoil, and hopefully we will catch up on the other side, whether it's this fall for the Vintage Snowmobile Podcast when we go live again. We're doing reruns right now every Thursday night, or for the Muscle Car Podcast going live tonight and every Wednesday night through the summer months. Thanks, and here's a word for Amsoil. We'll catch you on the other side. Hello, everyone. This is Rob and Mike. How you doing today, Rob?
I'm doing good. Mike, yourself?
Very well. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. Now, today, we're going to be talking about Amsoil. And in a few moments, we're going to show you how you can get the deepest discounts, free shipping, and free gifts when you order your Amsoil products through us. But first, I'm going to ask Rob to give you a quick description of what Amsoil is and why you should consider using Amsoil products in your motorized vehicles.
Thanks, Mike. Amsoil is 100% synthetic oil. Everybody uses Amsoil for a different reason. Some people like the benefits that Amsoil is warranted for 25,000 miles or 1 year. The reason we can do that is because Amsoil doesn't oxidize. It doesn't form the usual carbons, gums, sludges like petroleum oils do. That's why we can keep it in the engines longer. Petroleum oils never do wear out. They oxidize themselves. That's why they have to be changed at 3,000 kilometers. And Amsoil likes the benefit that you only have to change the oil once a year. That saves some money. Some of the people like the benefit of Amsoil is it's a slipperier type lube. By having a slipperier type lube, it cuts down friction and drag. By less friction and drag, engines run 20 to 50 degrees cooler, better gas mileage. Now, Amsoil says 25% more protection than the industry requires is in the Amsoil bottles. My average customer gets about 10% increase in gas mileage. That's a big savings.
Yeah.
And by cutting down friction and drag, for every 10 degrees you cut down the friction and drag, doubles the life of the engine. So by having the engine run cooler, it makes it last longer. Some people like the benefit of the range of the Amsoil. Amsoil's flash point is 425 degrees, and it pours at 50 below zero. Wow. If you ever tried petroleum oil when it's 10 below, it turns to honey. And in the summertime, petroleum oil thins out, and once it thins out, that's when it starts breaking down. So Amsoil's an all-season oil, can give you better gas mileage, longer engine life, less maintenance. It ends up being cheaper over a year's time running Amsoil than it is petroleum oils.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And Amsoil is available for pretty much any motorized vehicle, anything from lawn equipment, cars, trucks, boats, ATVs, motorcycles, snowmobiles.
Yep. And a lot of people phone me up and say, well, what's the benefit of our gear lube? Exactly what I told you about the engine oil. It pours in cold weather, it runs cooler, makes the equipment last longer. And they say, well, what's the benefit of the small engine? Same thing. Makes the engine run cooler, last longer, better performance. So it saves on all the applications that Amsoil has available.
Wonderful, wonderful. So yeah, let's talk now. Hopefully this has convinced people to think about maybe joining us in the Amsoil experience. Let's talk about some of the discounts and free shipping and how that all happens. I'm going to pop a graphic on the screen. And yeah, by all means, if you want to talk talk people through how this preferred customer program works.
Amsoil has a number of different programs. One of our main ones is a catalog customer, where somebody can order directly out of our catalog. If they order out of the catalog, they order $100 worth, Amsoil will ship it right to their house. But our best program is our preferred customer. For only $10 for 6 months, you become a preferred customer, you save 25% on all the product. You order $100 worth, they're going to give you free shipping. You don't have to order a whole case. You can mix and match. Say you want 4 bottles of small engine, 7 bottles of 5W30, and a couple of gear loops. You can mix and match. You can order 1 bottle at a time if you want. There's no minimums, no maximums. By being a preferred customer, you save over 25% on all the products you're going to buy. Amsoil sends you extra gifts, a $5 gift certificate on your birthday, $5 when you renew your account, and stuff like that. So it's a good way to save on some of the products you want to buy.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, it's an incredible value, and this is the deepest level of discount that anyone can get when ordering Amsoil. Is that correct?
It is. It is.
Wonderful, wonderful. So let's take people through the step-by-step experience of placing an Amsoil order. Then that would include signing up for the preferred customer discount, or sorry, preferred customer program, so they can receive those deepest levels of discount. So let's go to the website. This is what the website's going to look like. These are some screenshots. Once you go to amsoil.com, there's a link in the description, or you can just type that into a browser, amsoil.com. This is the page you land on. At the upper corner of the page there, you see how I've circled in red. That is the link to click, the Join Now link. That will take you to the preferred customer program page, where you can take advantage of all of these discounts and free shipping and everything that we've just been talking about. This is what that page looks like. In the lower right, you're going to click Join Now. This will pop up. You select the duration you'd like, whether it's 6 months or 12 months, and click Add to Cart. Now, once this pop-up goes away, you'll be back on the main page. And the upper left, you'll see where I've got that red arrow. It says Shop. Now you can start shopping for products, and on your very first order, you're going to get these discounts and the free shipping as long as it's over $100. You'll get all of these benefits right away. So once you click Shop, it's going to take you to the product page. There's different types of oils, lubricants, so on and so forth. For the benefit of this exercise we're doing now, I'm just going to click motor oil. It shows different types of motor oil. Let's click gasoline. Now this takes us to an item. It's their synthetic motor oil. And you can see the item there, and there's choices for different viscosities. But take a look at the price. Let's take a closer look. Let's zoom in. But if you've joined the preferred customer program first, you're going to automatically get the deepest levels of discount. That's what we're looking at here. You're saving $3.80 on that quart of oil. Instead of paying $16.29, you're now paying $12.49 for that quart of oil. That is the deepest level of discount you can possibly get. And then you just add the quantity that you'd like. You select any other items that you're thinking about, add them to the cart. And once you click Add to Cart for the final time, you're going to see this come up at the top of the screen. It's going to show your items and your the total that you're at so far. Pardon me. And then you just click View Cart in the upper right, and that'll take you to your cart. Take a close look here at the upper right. That blue box shows that you're getting free shipping. You're eligible for free shipping on this order because it's over $100. That little yellow box shows that you've got the preferred customer membership on your order that gives you the deepest levels of discounts for the next 6 to 12 months. And then below that, you've got the items that have been selected. For the exercise here, I selected 9 quarts of the signature series, but that brings us up over $100 for the free shipping. We're saving $34.20. And if you're ready to finish, you click Checkout Now, and that takes you to this screen here. If you haven't signed up with an Amsoil account at this point, just click in the lower right to create an account, create a new account. It's going to ask you for some basic information, name and those types of things. Now let's take a closer look. You'll see this gray shaded box. This is a very important box. This is going to ask you if someone has referred you to Amsoil. And if so, please enter my name. My name is Mike LaPierre. It's spelled right there on the screen for the correct spelling. And also the referral number, 304-555-94. That's how you make sure that Rob and I get credit for this. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I have signed up for Amsoil under Rob. So when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. So if you enjoy these podcasts that we're doing, this is a wonderful way to support the podcast, because when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. And the commissions I make go directly toward offsetting the cost of doing these podcasts. So I thank you in advance for that, for using my referral number. I very much appreciate it. And once you've done that, you just go into the next screen to enter your payment information, and you're done. Now, once you've placed your order that's over $100, and that order includes your Amsoil Preferred Customer Program, you are now eligible to get a free DVD from myself. Now, this is going to be either a muscle car DVD or a vintage snowmobile DVD. Use the email address on the screen, wkspodcasts@gmail.com. Send me an email. Let me know which DVD you would like me to send you, the muscle car or the vintage snowmobile DVD, and I'll get that right out to you. As you're typing in that email, in the subject line, be sure and type in capital letters "free DVD requests" so it stands out as I'm checking my email, and we'll get that right out to you. So I guess the last thing, Rob, that we wanted to talk about is if someone is considering Amsoil as a business opportunity.
Yeah. Yes. If anybody has a retail or a commercial account and they would like to buy directly from Amsoil, just send Mike a line. He'll show you how to set up and you can buy directly from Amsoil. But if you are interested in starting your own part-time business, a part-time business that can grow into a full-time income, Mike and I will show you the Amsoil marketing plan. Amsoil has a large selection of products that cover almost every application. So it doesn't matter if you're into snowmobile, boating, or ATVing or hot rods, we have an oil for every application. It's a fun type business that's I really enjoy doing. Where else can I go and have fun and make money doing it? And Mike and I are here to help you all the way along. If you need any help on how to promote or to find new accounts, we're here to help you.
For sure, for sure. So when you sign up under that number, this 304-555-94, you're getting Rob and I as a team. Now, Rob has been doing Amsoil for 40 years. Can you believe that? 40 years. So he knows every aspect of this business and he knows all of the ins and outs of the products. So he'll be able to help you with any kind of product questions or any kind of questions to show you the different business models that you can do with Amsoil. And then the other thing that you get when you sign up under me is I've got a strong background in social media. So if you need some coaching on how to generate Amsoil leads using Facebook and YouTube, I'm happy to coach you with that when you sign up under Rob and I. You get both of us as a team to help you, to coach you, to support you, whatever you need to get you off and running with this business and having fun with it. Like Rob said, it's an enormous amount of fun. If you're like Rob and I and you enjoy going to any kind of boat shows, car shows, motorcycle shows, snowmobile shows, anything with a motor, you like going to those shows, those events, those races, this is a great way to turn that into a income opportunity for you.
Yes, yes. And just by wearing my Amsoil hat at one of these events, people come up and ask me about Amsoil. People don't know where to buy it, and I'm there to help them, show them where they can buy the product.
Perfect, perfect. Well, cool. Well, this is great. Any final thoughts, Rob, before we wrap it up?
Amsoil's a fun business. Amsoil's been around since 1968. It was the first synthetic oil to be AI approved.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And that's very early in the game too, isn't it?
Yes.
For sure. Well, good. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for viewing. Hopefully, we've gotten you excited as we are about the Amsoil products. We'd love it if you could join us either as someone who uses the Amsoil products or to join the Amsoil team as a business opportunity. And we thank you so much for viewing. Have a great day.
You have a good day.